everyone, and welcome back to Piccadilly Place. This is episode 2 of my apartment build series, and today we will be moving in another resident. This one will be an artist, and she was requested in the comments in my video where I built this entire complex. So if you haven't seen that, I will go ahead and link it down below. For this resident, I decided to move her in this first floor unit here. She's actually directly below the minimalist we moved in last time. And let me just give you a top-down view of that. So we have the entryway with the kitchen directly to the right, as well as a living space up front. We have quite a small nook here, which I have ideas for that. And then we have another living space here in the back, as well as her bathroom, of course. So I plan to put her bedroom area in this back corner here, and then her living room up here next to the kitchen. And then I want to designate this middle part as her studio, or I guess I should say her art studio space. I have to be honest, I was a little nervous about this build because I don't have a lot of experience with artists in real life. I mean, I know a lot of people in my life who enjoy doing art, but I don't really know how they create their space or how they would decorate it. I also really wanted to theme it. I think it would be boring if all my builds looked the same, so I went a little exaggerated here maybe. All I knew is that I wanted a lot of color, a lot of clutter, and a lot of sort of mismatched pieces that look like they go, but just barely. I also wanted it to feel moody, so I made the resident paint her walls to a much darker tone than what the unit came with. Starting off in her living room here, you can already see the use of color, so vastly different than the minimalist from last time. My biggest inspiration here, so like I said, I wanted it to look super themed and dramatic. If you all have seen She's All That, you know that Lainey, the main character, is this super artsy girl. She has her art studio down in her basement, kind of dark, very moody, very cluttered. I was mostly pulling from my memory of that because surprisingly, I couldn't find a lot of inspo pics online from She's All That. But also, that movie is from the 90s, so I still wanted this unit to look current, but I guess what I was going for was an adult Lainey Boggs vibe. Let me know in the comments if I succeeded. Also, this would have been so much nicer if I actually had the artist studio pack, but I don't. Definitely could have used a lot of clutter from that though. I also imagine this artist to be a traveler. She might go all around the world to different art shows, or maybe even sell some pieces in galleries here or there. Or maybe she teaches art at a college or something. To me, she definitely does this for a living. Adding a bit more personality and clutter to her living room, and now moving on to her bedroom area. Adding some string lights, again to add to the moodiness. I definitely wanted a lot of different light sources in here, so I will be placing a lot of candles, a lot of lamps, and just a lot of alternative lighting to the ceiling lights the unit came with. Now, these paintings I definitely pulled inspo from She Saw That, where Lainey draws a clown face on that bully in the bathroom. So classic. I also thought it would be cute if sunflowers were her favorite flower, so I have a few of those sprinkled throughout the apartment as well. Adding little trinkets here and there, I definitely want this apartment to look more lived in than the minimalist studio from last time. Using this tiny nook as a place to store her artwork, I definitely shot myself in the foot with double door closets. I didn't really have much space to work with, so I just figured it would be a good place for storage. Now, this part was actually really fun. I just tried my best to make it look messy and as if it's where she spends most of her time. I imagine she does a lot of still life and self-portraits. Moving on to her bathroom, I made it cozy in here. I like that sort of built-in look I was able to achieve by placing the cabinet down and then adding shelves. It sort of created a little laundry nook and a place to hang her robe. Kept it overall simple in here, not too messy, but definitely feels lived in. Lastly, moving on to her kitchen, didn't do much in here either, just added a little wall art with the fork and knife display. I imagine everything on her walls is something she's created and that she took with her. Like maybe the paintings around her apartment are from different art classes when she was in school, and the silverware piece was something she had to make in an elective while earning her degree. Also, peep the little sunflower on her utensil holder there, a callback to her favorite flower sort of littered throughout the entire apartment as I mentioned. I also imagine she doesn't cook for herself very often, so we have a pizza for dinner tonight. I would think that she usually has a busy schedule, so any time she has at home is spent working on her pieces. Finishing up on a little bit of clutter here, and we're done. Here is the final reveal of her space. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, if you liked this video and would like to see more Sims builds, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!